are billions of consumers whose daily purchases are untracked. That's because most of your daily items, your shampoo, your toothpaste, the things you use to bring packaged goods back to your family, those are sold in small mom and pop shops. There's easily 3 billion consumers where there's almost zero data collection. But over the past few years, smartphone technology has gone to even second tier, third tier cities in Southeast Asia, Pakistan, Africa, Latin America. So for the world's largest brands, actually most of their sales are in these developing countries. And 80% of the sales in those markets are separated from them by many layers of invisibility. So we're talking about over 20 million small stores where the P&Gs, the Nestle's, the Unilever, and the Mondelez's, our main clients, they just can't see what's happening. So we believe this $1 trillion of untracked commerce is a real goldmine of opportunity. So we have found a way to harvest it, to monetize it, and to take the insights back to drive concurrent positive social impact and address a really big problem in the global supply chain, which is an over $100 billion in lost sales efficiency. So we all know that supply chains around the world are pretty screwed up right now, and they probably got more screwed up over the last month or so. But what a lot of people don't know is the largest supply chains in the world are these supply chains in emerging markets for consumer goods to billions of consumers. We can fix them if we know what needs to be on the shelves. In order to get that, we need this sales data, and so do the brands. Next slide. So I'd like to show you live in operation how this is working today. So we're the first computer vision AI company for emerging markets. We get this data through a crowdsourced mechanism, allowing even the smallest nano merchant to share information about what's going on in her or his shop and monetize 25% of our revenues through the Libera token. If you're a large consumer goods manufacturer like Nestle or Unilever, and you sell $1 billion worth of product in 1 million to 4 million points of sale in a country like Indonesia, today, amazingly, you don't know what's going on with 80% of that activity. So our customers can go into the Libera environment, they can see what stores are experiencing out of stock, what their share of shelf is versus competition. They can exactly today identify any product on the shelf, and they can take action so that when those products are out of stock, they can automatically drive replenishment and improve sales for themselves and that mom and pop shop. So we're the only product today that operates like this. Our competition only do mature markets like the US or Europe or Dubai. And they've become billion-dollar computer vision companies, so we're gonna become the first multi-billion-dollar emerging market leader in retail AI and computer vision. We do this with a proprietary large vision model. A lot of AI companies and startups around the world are working with LLMs, interfacing with the open AIs of the world, but we build all of our tech in Cambridge, UK, with our own vision capture methodology. We can even capture information on handwritten receipts, but really scan everything in the store, packaged, fresh, or scanned, and monetize this. We basically get about $1 to $10, sometimes more, of revenue per store, per manufacturing brand, per month, per country. So we're talking about Indonesia, up to 4 million stores, Philippines, 1.5 million, Vietnam, 1.5 million, Pakistan, 2 million stores, and we haven't even gotten into Africa and Latin America yet. So we go to the next slide. So it's one thing to sell to the brands, but the key advantage here is to have a data advantage, to always be getting more data than our competition. Right now, we're the leader in the markets where we're operating, but we want to keep that advantage. And we can keep that advantage by driving value to the providers of the data, which are the merchants themselves. Now, as we were starting this company, we knew that the brands had a visibility problem. I spent a lot of time with hundreds of small merchants, nano merchants, as Chandani says, in Indonesia, in Philippines. And it's very interesting when you start doing the math on the daily life of a nano merchant. About 66% of them in Philippines are women, and about 80% of those women are also looking after 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 or more kids. And I started thinking to myself, So if you're selling $4,000 a month and you're earning about 10% of that, you're taking home about $400 per month, around minimum wage or above, for yourself and your family. Hopefully your husband has some good income at the same time. It's not going to be easy. And what can we do to help them and get their data? Well, the same insights about what products are popular that we sell to the brands, we can give to the small merchant for free. So then she can know what she needs to stock more of. We can obviously share those out of stock insights with her, and we can also buy her data. So those two items positively impact the bottom line. We recently announced a new partnership with Kaya Credit in Philippines that's bringing almost $300,000 of new monthly revenues to us, but that gives us our first large-scale financing partner. So now we can identify what products are in demand for the small merchant, pay her for her data, and also give her a way to buy those products that are going to convert to cash without using her own limited working capital. This is how we can not just bring shareholder value, profits, and data value into the company, but also deliver on our mission to help 1 million small merchants improve their monthly take-home. That's what we call doubling the mom EBIT for 1 million small stores. Next slide. So this relates directly to building the flywheel. We have a product that the multinational brands, the Nestle's and Unilever love. They're paying us, they're wanting us to go to new markets. We harvest that data from the consumers and the merchants. We deliver value to the consumers and merchants through the Libera token and buying their data. We get more of that data and we go right back to the brands with more insights on more stores in more cities and more countries. That allows us to increase our revenues. We take 25% of those revenues and give it back to the community to get more data. So that's the continuously building flywheel of value for Libera. Next slide. So just to wrap it up, we're looking next month to invoice about 300K, so we're on about 4 million ARR. The AI product is growing very fast, and we have 5 million in new contracted AI revenues with the likes of Nestle, Unilever, Procter & Gamble, and others. We have 15 corporate clients, and we're expanding into new markets. We're soon moving into our A round at a 50 mil equity plus tokens, 50 mil post, and we have a little bit available today on DNA Deal Desk at the pre-A valuation, which is a little bit of a bargain at about 10. So if anybody's interested in getting in on that deal, just please speak to Jake or anybody at DNA, and I'm sure they'll be able to hook you up. So looking forward to hearing from any questions you might have about Libera and watching us on our mission. Any questions? I think I used my 10 minutes, so.